Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reacting to a breatharian who apparently hasn't eaten food in over 19 years. This was 3 years ago, so if he's still on it, it would have been 22 years. So let's have a look.
Hey guys, this is Anjana.
They
Eletom
do
calls
not
me
look healthy.
Angel, and I love
They look
connecting
very sick.
the right people and spread the awareness regarding health. So I met Eletom 4 months ago at a retreat, and since then we are in touch. And this time when he was coming, he contacted and we started arranging the seminars, the retreats, the talks. So here we are. Eletom, over to you with your life story.
Hi, my name is Eli
So
Tom
you-
Elamine, and I'm a breatharian. And a breatharian is a person that can eat very little or none at all. Now, I grew up in Ohio, USA.
Is he eating
And growing
any food
up
or
in
not?
Ohio, USA, I grew up in a family where my mother made sure that we always had food within the household. She made sure so much that we had extra freezers, extra refrigerators, and we actually fed the whole neighborhood. So me growing up in this type of household, when I finally broke away and got my own family and got married, that idea too was in my head to always have enough food to feed your family. And I also bought
It does
extra
look very
freezers,
present.
extra refrigerators, because that was the idea, to always have food available. Now as time went forth, I began to gain more and more weight. And I began to
Yeah, he said always have food available. Maybe that's because we need food to fuel our body.
feel very bad.
So
However,
we start
everybody
to
in my
gain weight.
reality, growing up in
eating the
America,
wrong food.
because it was encouraged to eat the 3 meals a day, however, it was the 5 meals a day and the big portions, that was commonplace where I grew up at. So, however, I began to gain more and more weight, really feel
Yeah, but
bad
the
about
food wasn't
myself.
the issue.
And then one
It was
day,
the type
as
of
I
food
had to
you
go
ate.
see the doctor, my blood pressure began to rise, and a
Why
whole
you
lot
just
of other
swap the
things
food,
began to
not just
come into
remove it all
play.
entirely?
However, one day out of being desperate, I ran into a man who said, "Won't you just leave meats alone?" Now, at that time, being desperate and my
So
health really
vegan.
feeling bad, I was willing on doing anything, so I left the meats alone.
So you went
And
vegan.
at that time, I didn't realize it, but that was the motivation to lead me into the pranic journey by leaving those heavier foods alone. So not only I left the meats alone, I began to also put an exercise routine in my lifestyle. And
He's
then I
so
began to
skinny
learn
for the
more
amount he
about
probably
holistic
trains.
foods, being more vegan, learn more about live and raw foods.
Can't
But
even
then it
pronounce
got
vegan
good.
properly.
I started learning more about fasting. I started fasting once a week, and it started out for religious purposes. But as time went on, I started to learn about meditation. Now,
See, the people, they always leave the meat first when they're trying to be healthy, when the meat is not the culprit. It's the things that you eat with the meat. But yeah, meditating. I agree with meditating. I agree with a lot of his message, just not cutting out the meat.
learning about
Feels
meditation,
good
that
for
gave
him,
me the
then sure,
knowledge
man. Do
to
what you
learn
want.
about the energy channels
He does
within the
not look
body.
very healthy.
Now, there was a time I didn't know they existed or not.
beard would
But
be
as I
covering
went
a
into
lot
the
of the
practice and began to
malnourishment in his
focus on
face.
those different energy channels, I began to get a boost of energy. It began to better my health, give me more energy. And I didn't know it at the time, but I was already on a pranic journey. Because the pranic journey is a holistic
And
health
breathing is very
message.
important.
So as time went on, I went more into 80% live and raw foods. My meditation, I really stayed with it.
His
And I was so
chest,
proud of what I did
shoulders.
with my health. I got rid of all of that weight. I went from
Yeah, good on
180
you, man.
pounds to 160 pounds. And I
mean,
really
if it
felt good
works for
about
you,
myself.
then you
Then
find
one
peace
day,
in
a
that.
young lady said to me, "There's people who can live without eating." And I said, "What?" So I began to go check that information. Now, 19 years ago, because I've been on this path 19 years, they really didn't have that much
There's
information
no
like
way
today.
he hasn't eaten food. For
But
19
anyway, I
years.
did
He's either lying or he probably has some food. He probably has water and it's got some sort of nutrients in it. Like, because I know there's a guy who's water fasted for just under a year who was very fat. So water fasting with supplements is actually possible. But there's no way he hasn't eaten
The
for
best I
19 years.
can,
That's
I tried to find
physiologically
the
impossible.
most information I can. And what I found that there was a 21-day process at the time that was in circulation. However, I didn't have enough money to take 21 days off of work. I just got married, just bought a house. So what gave me my confidence that I could pull this off, since I didn't have enough money to go out of the country
Good
for
dedication
21
there,
days,
honestly.
is that the improvements I've already made on my health.
I respect
I was
it.
already living a life of 80% live and raw. I was already into fasting once a week. I was
So he was
already
already
meditating
malnourished.
constantly, and I was already exercising. So I seen all of these health improvements. Now again, I didn't notice it was the pranic journey already. That's why I teach people on this type of level. First, you got to learn how to eat. First, you got to put exercise into your life, fasting and so forth.
agree.
And meditation, because that's the foundation of living on pranic. So anyway, when I found out about it, and I started to study as much as I can, I went into food freedom. Now,
If you start to study as much as you can, you would have found out that you need food to survive. You need red meat. You need the nutrients that are found in specifically only meat to survive. So I don't know why you went vegan in the first place if you studied nutrition.
The physical body was easy to get into a food-free state. But the problem was the accumulated habits that I've done throughout the years of eating.
But he
And
took it
food
one
is
step
all
too
around
far.
you. And my son just did a real good research on food and its association with drug addiction. Your body does give off reward centers of oxytocin, dopamine.
That seems horrible.
And when you're dealing with foods that you love and you created this habit, this is what the human being is up against. So anyway,
Yeah,
I
so
went
just
on to the pranic levels.
go on a diet
and there's
that's
many
appropriate
different
for our
levels and
species.
degrees.
Don't remove
So I
all of
learned
it.
how to eat once a day. I learned how to eat once every 3 days. So I understood that as I kept
that's
learning
fair,
more
as
and
long
more and
as
more about being on this
you're not
path.
going for
Because keep in mind,
months
you
without food.
cannot really tell an experience. You have to go through the experience to learn about it. So
I
as I
can't
was
judge him,
going through
just
this experience, this is what makes me such a good, credible teacher today, is because I took myself to engage this experience. So being with my son as he was growing up, I decided to eat once every other weekend to maintain our relationship, because that's my son that I have created.
I believe him with that.
But also, I've already broke the rules
I've
of
done a
what
lot
they
of
said that
fasting,
was
actually.
normal on how you should eat and how much calories you need and so forth. Now, a lot of people mistake this for binge eating, but this is not binge eating at all. Because keep in mind, I said meditation is the foundation, and I've been meditating for years. In other words, I've been meditating so much that actually living on prana is a walking meditation. I'm meditating right now.
does
I'm
look
meditating
very
every
peaceful
day.
and present.
Because the more you can hold the light into your body, hold that frequency, that
This could
vibration,
have been
you don't
achieved
need to
by
keep
still
jumping
eating
back to
meat,
physical
just getting rid of
foods.
the plants.
So that's the person's problem.
non-cellular
You got to
food.
get used to this new vibration. So anyway, as I've been on this path, I've gotten stronger and stronger to where as my son got grown, I didn't need to eat every other weekend right now. So right now, I don't eat no food.
Well, technically, you don't need to eat. You can survive on no food if you have water, which I don't know if you classified. I can't remember if you said you had water. But, you don't need to do things, but if you want to feel healthy, then...
Food at all, and I don't do liquids also.
Oh,
Because that's just another frequency or vibration. And the
Liquids
reason
in
being
water?
is because this experience that I'm having
Probably
is an
not totally,
exploration
that's
of
swimming
consciousness. I already know what it feels like to eat. You understand? So therefore, to explore this consciousness, most people just look at it as being in their head. But your consciousness is your physical body. I am what I think. So therefore, I have robust health. Health is the thing that you
His arms
know
are so
that you
shredded,
have
though.
accumulated more
it's
prana.
literally just pure
There is no
lean
in
tissue.
between. And then your external environment. This is my imagination that I'm living in. So when I tell people that I'm living a life living in heaven,
Probably is
I'm
very
living a
weak,
life
though.
with no
Very, very
problems, there's no blockages because I've let the lower vibration of light alone. That's what food is. It's a lower vibration of light. But there's what you call UV light. UV means ultraviolet. Ultra means above or beyond the visible light. So I'm being sustained by those invisible forces that's in the air, that's in the solar power. You understand that the eyes cannot see.
Bro, there's no nutrients in the air. I mean, I guess if he believes it, then sure, but if it's working for him, then go ahead. But don't go out coming saying you can live on air, mate. There's no nutrients in the air. He hasn't been not eating for 19 years. He's been eating once every few months, which I think is possible to still survive potentially. So he's definitely lying about the 19 years. It would have been like maybe he's eating once a month, or yeah, it's definitely not no food for 19 years. Or he's having some liquids or something, some food on the island, definitely.
Up your energy channel, your body is already connected with it.
Count it as food.
So again, I have taken my mission to go around the world to educate people, not only that it exists, but also to be an example, but also show them and take them into the practices to open up their energy channels in their body. Everybody has them. You are an energy being, and that's all you work with. And the more you can get to understanding to work with yourself, you will grow and get stronger energetically. You will grow health-wise. Your sleep will decrease. You will have a happier and healthier life. And right now, this is needed for humanity. So again, I do take myself as an example, and there's other pranic beings that's coming out more and more. And you don't need to go to information about people who's already dead. Today, you have the most information that's ever been out there on a human being to make this transition to work more with the light. Even medical science is backing this up. They're showing you medical benefits of the sun, medical benefits of breathing, medical benefits of exercising, medical benefits of fasting. You put all of this together,
he agrees with you
will grow energetically into this new paradigm shift. And you can eat very little or none at all because we're energy beings by our nature. Now, I hope I told a lot.
Very little,
and like again,
feel very good.
Being on this path is the best life I ever lived. Some people say, do I get the temptation to eat food? No, I don't.
Yeah, it would.
Because you developed within yourself a feeling state and a desire to live in a light, to live with the subtle energy vibrations. You don't like the way that the lower vibration makes you feel anymore. You outgrow it just like a kid outgrowing a toy. So therefore, people who still struggling in and out, that's okay. If you stay consistent, there'll be a period of time when you will rotate and start enjoying a higher frequency vibration. And I hope everybody will stay consistent and stay on these levels. And even if you choose to still eat, learn how to eat, learn how to keep your quantities small, and keep health first. Because food freedom is a byproduct of perfect health. And right now, I'm in perfect health.
I don't know about that one, buddy. He looks like he's in perfect health. I mean, he looks way too skinny that his probably hormones are a bit shocked from that. Does not look very healthy in the neck. I don't know if he looks very healthy. I don't know how old he is, but man, I don't know if he looks that healthy, but if he feels present and he feels healthy, then sure, man. If that makes you sleep at night, then yeah.
And right now, I'm in perfect health.
No.
Now, please like and subscribe to this channel. We have great things for this channel. And when you stay here, you will really learn a lot. So we hope you subscribe right away, right now. Don't forget, and tell your friends about this channel.
By any evidence whatsoever. And if he truly didn't eat for 19 years, he'd be dead. So anyways, let me know what you guys think of him. He was quite the character. We might have to watch another video like this one on him. Do you guys think obviously we know the answer, but do you think he didn't eat food for 19 years as he claimed? Do you think that this is worse than veganism? Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you ever ran into someone in real life like this, or if you've ever even tried it yourself, or if you think it works. But yeah, Make sure to smash that like button as it really helps the algorithm get our message out there, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in another video. See ya.